Hello everyone, right, so this video, the aim of this video is not really a demonstration or tutorial on tool and fullering. It's more of a case of we've got this new kit designed by Nigel Fennell, Foremans Tools, and produced by Jim Blurton, and we just wanted to see what it was like, you know, straight out of the packet, no adjustment of the tools, no adjustment of the angles we're holding the tools, just everything straight up and down, just run straight through normally, to see what it comes out like. Very often with tool and fullering tools, if you buy them or if you make them yourself, you spend a long time initially setting everything up so it runs, you know, to its best. Ultimately that will save you time and make you more efficient. Obviously there's loads of different techniques of sledging and stuff like that. You know, some people double tap, so the striker and the guy making the shoe are both swinging the hammers and stuff like that. Again, we're keeping it simple, we're keeping it accurate, we're keeping it straightforward.
Finish.
One of the common problems with tool and fullering is some blocks chuck out quite a weak section. The trouble is with a weak section is, because of the nature and the shape of the section, is when we get to the turning the shoe, the forging the heels, toe bend, etc., stuff like that, it becomes very, very twisty. As you can see there, I'm getting into the inside board and the round side. The key thing with tool and fullering is that you do not hit it on top, especially on the ground surface of the shoe. If you do that, you'll squash the section. Again, because of the nature of the shape of the section, you will cause it damage when it comes to marking the fullering. It becomes very difficult and you lose your leading edge, which, you know, for a competition shoe or specimen shoe is very important. Again, bear in mind, you know, nobody really commercially uses tool and fullering on horses. It's sometimes put on special horses going into different shows and for shoeing competitions. So we turned our toe bend, we forged our outside heel, and the first thing we're going to use is the Foremans Tools marker fuller. This has got a red handle. The handle of the tools are colour coded like a traffic light system, red, amber, green. The marker fuller is like a normal fuller, but it's got a slight extension on it which runs down the outside border of the shoe and puts a precise groove just inside of the top part of the section. Then we go through with the splitter. The splitter is just a very fine fuller. That will give us our depth without distorting the section too much. Once we've gone through a couple of times with that and we've got the required depth, we go through with our actual hunter fuller, and actually that will make the fullering to the required width. Now the key thing with this is not fullering too much on the straight. I only go to that half depth like on a normal shoe. I said before, the trouble with tool and fullering is you can't really hit it on top, and you've got to be very conservative and very careful when you hit it on top. But keeping the shoe hot and fullering it will level it. You rely on your fuller to level the shoe. And again, it's a two-man shoe. You know, running it through a block on your own is very hard, and you never get the section you really wanted. You can use a power hammer, that long term is not going to do your blocks any good. So you need to have someone with a striker, so it means two of you getting together and practicing. But then it's great having someone who knows what they're doing, helping with the process. Note how by using a striker and fulling and holding the shoe flat to the handle with my tongs at the right heat helps level the shoe, so I don't have to hit it on top. It's really important. When you are tool and fullering, you need to make sure that your stamp fits the fullering as well. You want quite a long pointy stamp because you want to get right into the bottom without distorting the fullering itself. You know, I'll make a Pacific stamp, a bit like a concave stamp, but just draw it more length in it. What I found with this section, straight away, it came out of the block with minimum effort. You know, you could see straight away it was a nice strong section. By controlling my hammer blows when I turned the toe, it didn't distort, and any twisting that it did do, I simply just got the round side of my hammer onto the inside concave board of the toe, flattened it out. And then the fullering process itself just leveled the shoe back up nicely. One of the biggest problems you see is when people start forging the heels, they lose control of the section. Some people to that end don't really do a lot of heel forging, they just do as much as they can with a rasp. I must say, I think by being able to at least forge some of the heel, it does make time, you know, it's a lot more efficient. Again, going back in with the fullers. Obviously using the splitter before the actual hunter fuller. Going to at least half depth. Another point to note, just remember the origins of tool and fullered shoes is from the hunting field. It's the old, it's before straight bar concave was invented. So these shoes, when you see them as specimen shoes at competitions, are for hunting purposes. You know, nice, thick, deep section, give maximum wear. Obviously the concave border was designed for self-cleaning purposes and reduces weight. The fullering itself helps cut into the ground and give yourself more grip on soft surfaces. So if it's a front shoe, again, you want hunter heels in the front, you know, fitted to the peripheral outline of the foot and to the heel with a slope on it. And the slope, you have a lot of people saying, oh, that's, you know, discussing hunter heel shape. It depends on what shape the heel of the horse is. I mean, if it's a fat, compressed heel, then you need a slightly fatter, more sloping heel. If it's an upright, sort of pointy heel, then it needs to be more pointy with not so much slope on the hunter heel. If it's a hind shoe, obviously upright heel on the outside, hunter heel, sloping heel on the inside. But the actual process of making the shoe was just very easy because it was such a good, strong, forgiving section. I didn't have to do any guesswork with the tools. It was bolt upright with every tool I used, apart from obviously Pritchard and stamp putting the pitch onto the nail holes.
Right, so that was the first go with the Foremans tool and fullering kit. Obviously, awesome block, well designed. Brilliant set of fullers to go with it as well. And even the way they've colour coded the fullers, again, it doesn't take the brains of an archbishop to work out what marker, fuller, splitter, but when you're in the middle of a competition and it's all getting a bit hectic and you're working with a striker, you know red is followed by yellow, which is followed by green, like a traffic light. Okay, the actual shoe itself, so this was the first shoe which has come out of block. We've obviously rousted it up now. We've not had to modify it at all. We literally held all of our tools straight up and down. We didn't put any tilts on everything, and as you can see, the nail holes have come out in the right position. This is a 5 slim, just drops in there, lovely, snug, little bit of a bevel on the top, which you want. You know, there's no movement in that nail neither, it's in there solid. And the section, it's been easy to forge because it's a good, strong, solid section. Reminds me a lot of my old section, which is great because that's what I've been trying to replace. You know, again, when it came to filing it and rasping this up, I didn't have to do a lot to it. It was a case of just refining what was already there. I've not had to make any major changes. One of the hard things about tooling and fullering sometimes is forging heels and having the material not twist. However, being such a strong forgiving section, it allowed me to do that without having to distort the shoe too much. Got to say, if you need a new tool and fullering kit, or you'll just start out with tool and fullering, it's worth paying decent money and getting the best gear. And quite frankly, this is by far the best gear I've ever taken out of the packet and used. Okay, I'm not trying to sell it to you. You know, I'll only, you know, if the tool's good, I'll say it's good. If the tool's not good, I won't do anything with it. You know, because this has actually blown me away. I've got to say, really, really good quality. And that's the first time I've tooled and fullered for a long time, but also certainly first I used this kit. All being a bit strange, you know, I'd be happy to go to a competition tomorrow and be confident that this was going to work and just turn out a nice deal without having to overthink it. Okay, thanks for joining. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave any comments or anything else you want to see, I'll be breaking down the tool and fullering process and doing more of a step-by-step beginner's guide to tool and fullering.
Keep an eye out on the channel for some how-to basic videos to improve and start tool and fullering. See you soon.